I'm here to read for you again. Hello, Cellulite and Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. Welcome. Happy Manifestation Monday. Today's reading is going to be all about what's going on with our manifestations, what energy we need to be aware of, some things that we need to be conscious of, and maybe just some basic details about manifesting. We'll see. That's what I'm going for, but we'll see what comes out. Let's see. So before I started lighting the sage, it was funny because it wouldn't light. And then I realized there was a big charred piece that hadn't turned to ash over here, right? And I had to basically crunch it to get all of that ash and whatever, all the charred bits to fall off so that then the fire could actually light it again. And I don't know, I felt like that was like symbolism for something, like needing to remove some old gunk from the mind space or whatever, even physical space, make room so that things can ignite, so that things can, start smoking in your reality. Maybe, I don't know. But it felt significant, so I thought I'd mention it. All right, let's get started. Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a divine channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, informations, feelings, sensations to come through for the betterment of my darling and for the highest good of everyone involved for my darling's manifestations. Thank you so much, Spirit. 143 on the clock. I love you. If you are new, welcome. I hope that you like it here. Yeah, I'm glad that we found each other. I'm really thankful that we crossed paths. And if you are returning, hi, honey. I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to, not really see you, but I'm happy you're here and I'm so thankful for you. Yeah. Speaking of manifesting, my channel is doing amazing and I'm so thankful because you guys make that possible and I've been manifesting it, so. All right, let's see. What do we need to be aware of with these? You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. Leave some time there so you can see it. Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Yeah. Why is this not playing? Go next. It's like I don't know. I was wanting to have music, but I don't know that that's going to happen. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Ooh, 2 Sagittarius cards there. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces on the bottom. Okay. So, I feel like your manifestation is actually really close, and it's maybe like you don't see anything like that happening around you right now. Like there's no signs. A common term is like birds before land, and that's talking about, when sailors would be voyaging essentially, and how they would know that they were coming up on land even though they couldn't see it, is they would see birds, and they knew if they were coming across birds that land was nearby. So there may not be any birds before land. It may seem like nothing's happening, and right now the main focus is just to look at the bigger picture, look at the end goal. Don't get too hung up on the 3D right now not being exactly what you're wanting. I really want this music to play. I feel like I really need it. I also feel like being in that state of mind, the end state, right? I feel like that is just going to make things come even quicker, right? If you can just jump mentally to the end state. And I often can do that where if I'm feeling worried or I'm feeling discouraged or whatever, I will just have a conversation with myself and just say, Hillary, how would you be viewing this moment if you were reflecting back on it? If you were already past this situation, if this was no longer a problem, your manifestation has actualized in the physical, you're experiencing the end state physically, and you think back about now, how would you view that? You wouldn't be worried about it. You would be like, that's so funny that what I was worried about, it wasn't even a problem. It didn't affect anything. And so then you get into embodying that state, right? Let's get some cards from the tarot. Let's see. Spirit, can you tell me about this? Being close to achieving the goal, looking at the bigger picture, and luck being on my darling side. Can you tell me about that? The moon. You can't see it, but it's there. You can't see it, but it's there. Or even if you see it, it's just a little bit. This moon card, it represents, things that are hidden, things that are unseen, secrets, all of that. But I can often, because you see the moon and there's a little bit of illumination and the wolves can see the moon in this picture, it's often like an iceberg syndrome. So it's like you may just see the tip of the iceberg, but beneath the surface there's so much more happening, and that is the circumstances don't matter. Everything in the 5D is, unfolding, even though you can't physically see it. It's all there. Everything's there. I love it. This is also an intuition card. So, sometimes your ego wants you to not believe your intuition. Let's see. 6 of Pentacles. So if some of you are manifesting a new job, I would say that is coming soon. You got 6 of Pentacles and Death. So that would signify like, interesting. So for a specific story, some of you are maybe trying to get out from underneath, feeling like you have to take out like payday loans or something. Some sort of loan situation is going to be closing out soon. You may not see that. But I feel like for a specific person, if that's what you're manifesting, is sort of like a financially stable situation where you're not having to rely on some sort of regular type of loan or paying someone back or someone paying you back. That could be happening really soon and you don't realize it. Back to general though, if you're manifesting a new job or things to just kind of balance out, I definitely think that that's happening here. It does require closing out something in your life though. The Death card can represent, it's a scorpionic energy, so there's Pisces and Scorpio here. So a lot of water, a lot of emotions, intuition, all of that, right? The Death card is, it's something that's being grieved. It is a hard loss. It's not necessarily easy. However, it's also signifying, the afterlife in a sense, like the start of a new phase, the rebirth, the transformation. So I feel like something has to close out in your physical world. Something has to end that's not necessarily easy, or something has ended, and the transformation is right on the other side. You know what I just noticed about this? So in the background of this picture is the 2 towers, right? And the sun rising up. And those 2 towers, it's the same 2 towers as in the moon. I just now noticed that. Interesting. So yeah, what you don't see in the distance, it's right there. It's right there. Okay. 4 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're probably getting signs, around you a little bit, not like birds before land, but signs that something needs to close out. And it feels like you're kind of ignoring it because you don't really want to address that right now with the 4 of Cups. In this picture, a hand in the cloud is literally handing a cup, and this person is too busy focused on these 3 other cups, kind of ignoring the 1 cup that's right in front of them. So it's like, I want to bring this into you. Stop looking at that. Look at this. This could also be like, stop looking at your circumstances around you and look at what's happening in the 5D. Look at what's happening. It's coming. It's coming anytime now. Let's see. King of Wands, Aries energy, lots of fire. So my happy salesman dude, he can sell anything without any problem at all. Like, he doesn't even need it. Like, I say this because he's charismatic. He doesn't need a lot of proof around him. He just needs the fire under his butt, and that's like his whole thing is he is fire. I feel like if you just took a look at the things around you that are right there being handed to you, you'd feel a lot more confident about moving forward the way he's looking at this Four of Cups. So I feel like you know that there's an energetic shift that needs to happen. I feel like you know that. Eight of Wands. Yeah, as soon as you focus on the right things, as soon as you focus on the end state, on the transformation, on circumstances not mattering, essentially, boom, rapid incoming movement, forward momentum. Eight of Wands. I can't help but notice that these are being drawn from the heavens, the skies, the 5D. This is often why I view this card like signs and synchronicities, because I just feel like it is spirit, the divine, the 5D trying to send you signs about what you need to do, and wanting to send all of this into, actualize in the 3D. Page of Wands. Four of Wands. The Three of Pentacles on bottom. Yeah, some of you guys are looking for a new job. This is a specific story. So some of you are definitely looking for that, and I think it's right around the corner. I feel like if you've been applying and you've been putting in the time and effort and you're like worried about finances, I feel like you feel like at the moment you've been like an afterthought in the process possibly, but really I see a sort of boss energy that is analyzing what you have to offer, analyzing what you bring to the table. And I feel like you're going to hear from them soon. So it's going to be a fresh start, an exciting new adventure, that's going to bring some stability to your life. So that's exciting. You may not see it, but it's there. Three of Pentacles on the bottom is literally like the work together card, the teamwork. So that would represent a job. And then the King of Swords, definite boss energy. Eight of Pentacles, something that takes a long time. This is literally working. This person is working. So it's coming. Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor on the bottom. Yeah. Sorry, that's a very strong work message. So that's great. If you've been waiting for like a promotion or, like I said, a new job, a new position, or perhaps you're just now starting to try to look for jobs, then it is happening. I wouldn't assume the worst. I would believe that you are qualified. Have the confidence with the King of Wands to believe that you're qualified. Okay. Is there anything else that we need to know here about manifestations? My darlings, manifestations. Energetically, what's going on? What's actualizing? I feel drawn to pull these from the top, so I'm going to do that. Three of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, the Moon again. I feel like you might be getting, like you have friends or close colleagues that are talking about you with other people in a good way, that's trying to like spread the word for this opportunity for you. It has taken a while. The communication is slow here. It is coming though. This person is walking in this image. And I would just be aware that your process here with things coming to the 3D, the Pentacles are 3D. The Knight of Pentacles is very methodical, right? Very dedicated, like sight set, not wavering. This Knight of Pentacles is not fleety flighty, very determined to achieve a specific goal. So I would just stay very dedicated and methodical to your mindset, the way that this is almost a celebration energy too with the Three of Cups, like it's getting together and having a good time with friends, lightheartedness, fun. So that could also represent an end state for me, right? Living in the end. So I would just continue forward as you're not sure what's around the corner for you, even though you may not see it. It's there. Okay, I'll freestyle and just see what else comes out here. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, the Magician, and the Sun flew out. I just want to see if anything else wants to come out. I'll do the Five of Cups, not that. Okay. The Seven of Swords is literally self-deceit. Especially when it's next to this Magician. It's like, do you believe that you have the power to create your reality? Or are you telling yourself that it's out of your hands? Are you telling yourself that it's not possible? Are you telling yourself that circumstances matter? That because you don't see it happening, that there's not alchemy behind the scenes that is energetically bringing this into fruition? Because that is the battle between being enlightened and being stuck on disappointments, on what you don't want to experience, right? The Five of Cups is depression, grief. I feel like when you live your life focused on the circumstances around you, it is absolutely defeating. And so this just tells me, sorry, there's a car going by, I got distracted, squirrel. This tells me you gotta get yourself happy, okay? You gotta get yourself focused on what you want, not what you don't want. Yeah, no matter what it looks like, because you are manifesting. Like the Magician is, it's funny. Okay, so the Magician is card 1, card 2 is High Priestess, card 3 is Empress. That tells me the Magician uses his magic. He has all the tools, all the elements of the tarot: air, fire, earth, and water. He uses all of them in tandem to create the energetic, system around what he's trying to create. And then the High Priestess is the connection, the knowing between 5D and, person, essentially, right? The High Priestess can see the unseen, right? And then the Empress is where everything's being born into reality. Everything is actualizing. It's an earth energy. The Empress. Sorry, I know that that's not out here, but I felt like that was necessary with this. So I just feel like you're taking the right steps, but you have to be mindful about where you are mentally. And so try to redirect your thoughts to the end state, to the happiness instead of the disappointments. Okay. Any advice here? And then I'm kind of running behind, so I got to make this one a little bit shorter. I'm sorry. There's the Sun again, and the Fool. There's that sign that something new needs to happen. Got to release an old cycle, start new, get that childlike excitement. Any advice here? What do I need to know? What do I need to know? What do we need to know? The Emperor. It's funny because I was just talking about the Empress being, things being born into the 3D, right? Very fertile card. It's the fertility of creation around you. And then we have the Emperor, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Swords. The Emperor is card 4. It's the card after the Empress. And he reigns over everything in his 3D. This is giving me like the Mufasa quote from Lion King. It's like, wherever you see the sun, wherever the sun touches, that is yours, right? That's the Emperor. He essentially very, very much knows that whatever he wants, he can take, right? He's a conqueror, right? That sort of energy, a little controlling, but he's got a plan. He knows his role. He knows. Like, I love the energetic symbolism of his crown here. So you're the master of your creation. You really are. So let's see. Three of Cups, Five of Swords. Okay, so this has been telling me a lot lately about feeling like there's only one way, and I feel like that is putting a funnel on the ways that then you're allowing the universe to bring things in for you, right? So if you just say it has to happen this way, it has to be like XYZ, then you are narrowing the possibilities of how it can come in, where really the universe is very abundant and open and anything can happen in any way, and it could happen in ways that you do not understand. So I feel like there's a need to open your mind and let things unfold the way that they need to unfold, and just trust the process instead of being so controlling, right? Also from this Three of Cups, I feel like this is specific, okay? Specific. So if you have been indulging in drinking lately, that could maybe be putting a hindrance on your mind space, right? Because perhaps if you are getting a little bit intoxicated or buzzed, then it's easier to fall into, some people get into this Five of Cups energy really easily when they drink, right? It just can elevate emotions, and just for some people, okay? So I'd be mindful of the state that you are in, you know, as far as intoxication and stuff. I'd be honest with yourself about where that puts you mentally. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I want to close this out with, I'm going to close it out with angel answers. So if you'd like to ask a question, feel free to go ahead and do that while I shuffle, and then I will get some answers and also interpret these in a way that I see fit for you. Okay, I'm going to get your answer now. So, Spirit, can you please answer my darling's question? Choose a new direction. I feel like that's this Five of Swords card. That's one way is the only way thinking, when really there's other options that you think are not as valuable as the one. But there are other ways for this to come about. And I feel like you've been guided, like you're getting signs about that. You're getting signs about that, right? You're looking at these other options and disappointment, like it can't happen that way, it can't happen this way, it can't, yeah. What is that one? Not the right time. So, this is telling me about this energy that needs to close out. There's something that you have to do first. Something that you need to do first. And I feel like it's not that like your manifestation is limited to this thing. I don't think anything can limit your manifestations except for you, and what you think, right? What you believe is true. But I feel like closing out whatever needs to be closed out, leaving behind the old gunk, that's going to energetically align you better instead of having to be in this turmoil between two worlds, essentially. Yeah. Perfect timing. What did I say? Improving health. So if some of you are dealing with health issues, that is on the up and up for you. Yes. Okay. Yes. So some things you have to leave some things behind. Now with the health thing, I'm also getting that drinking aspect that I was talking about. And I know that's not for everyone. I know that's only for specific people, but okay, I'm going to leave it at that because I am a little bit behind. Tomorrow is Taco Tuesday. We're going to dive in and see who's talking about you. I am really going to try to put in positive energy because I feel like the last several Taco Tuesdays have not been like the greatest energy, which I get. Like if you're going to tarot readings, likely it's not like things are just going swell, right? So I get it. We'll see what comes out, but I really do try to put the energy of positivity out there. But we're gonna see who's talking about you. So I hope to see you then. If not, have a great rest of your week or a great life. I love you so much. Okay, take care. Bye.